So I've reviewed the entire Kanto range of speakers for the past few months. And honestly, nothing could have prepared me for this, the Kanto TUK flagship powered bookshelf speakers. So if you have been impressed with the YU family of speakers that I've reviewed so far, then the Kanto TUK kicks up a few notches. I mean seriously, because for me, they are just perfect, as I expect them to be, but spoiler alert. Let's calm down and tuck it one step at a time, shall we? Now let's start with what comes inside of the box, where you'll find a remote with batteries, 2 magnetic grills to protect the speaker, a power cord, the speaker wire with the banana plugs, which I have to say that I really appreciate this compared to the typical standard speaker wires. Then there's a 3.5mm to RCA cable, a USB-A to USB-B cable for the DAC connection, 8 rubber feet, and of course the manual as well. So as you know, or if you did not know, Kanto speakers has always had a clean, very minimal design, as TUK follows the same lines of that. It is available in matte black and matte white, and the build quality is extremely rock solid and also overall very compact indeed. And we all need to take a moment to appreciate the amazing aesthetics of the speaker. I mean, just look at it. And with this, in my humble opinion, this Kanto TUK is the best design not only compared to other Kanto speakers that I've reviewed, but also even better than the AirPulse A100 that I currently own in white as well, which prior to this TUK was my favorite looking speakers. Now, even though there is the magnetic grills, which was a nice touch from Kanto to protect the speakers, there is no way I'm going to be hiding this beautiful speaker with those magnetic speaker grills. But again, that is just my personal preference. Now, each speaker cabinet measures at 7 by 8.5 by 10.9 inches and weighing at 5 kgs and 4.5 kgs for the active left speaker and the passive right speaker. And on the front, there is the 28 by 35mm high performance, highly accurate air motion transformer, also known as AMT, which is a tweeter on top and a 5.25 inch aluminum driver at the bottom of each cabinet. Then what's interesting, there's also the 3.5mm headphones jack, which is a brilliant move from Kanto for you to easily plug in a headphones if you want to. Then beside that, there is the LED status light, which is something different compared to the entry-level mid-range Kanto speakers, which I really appreciated more, as now we don't have to guess which source input that you're in. Then on the opposite side, there is the multifunction control knob, which I do wish there was some level to stop to know whether the volume was at maximum, but since I have been used to this kind of volume knob for the other Kanto speakers that I've reviewed, so I did not mind that at all. Then over at the back, you'll find a full range of connectivity options, which I'll touch into that in my next section. So yes, overall the Kanto TUK is such a gorgeous looking pair of speakers, and even more perfect in this matte white color, and if it were glossy, it would look very close to a Stormtrooper. So both the AMT tweeter and the aluminium woofer are powered by a built-in 130 watts RMS or 260 watts of total peak power class D amplifier. It has a frequency range of 50 Hz to 20 kHz. Then in terms of the connectivity, once again, the Kanto TUK throws almost everything but the kitchen sink. Now on the active cabinet is where all the connectivity options are made available. First, there is the base reflex port at the top, followed by a USB type B port for you to connect the speaker to a computer, as the speaker has a built-in DAC to feature high quality 24-bit 96 kHz audio, hence it will instantly upgrade your computer's audio quality. Then there's the optical Toslink digital audio input, followed by a phono preamp RCA input, which lets you connect to a turntable. Next, you'll find the RCA inputs and the mono RCA subwoofer output. Looking down below, there's the USB type A port for charging any device. Then there is the speaker output terminals for connecting it to a slave speaker, the power cable output, and the on-off switch over there as well. Now, one thing to also note is that the TUK also offers high-res Bluetooth connectivity, which supports for Qualcomm aptX, which allows you to use your smart handheld devices wirelessly to connect for music playback. Now, you can pair this to multiple devices, but only one device can be connected and used for playback at a time. Now in terms of the wireless connectivity, once again things are pretty straightforward. Simply just pair your Bluetooth devices and you'll be on your way. There's only Bluetooth 4.2, not 5.0, but at least you can get to enjoy full aptX HD and also AAC codecs as well. Then the TUK also supports better than CD quality audio playback, delivering 24-bit 48 kHz quality audio. Now like the other Kanto powered speaker systems, the TUK also comes with an IR remote where you can control the power, source selection, volume, tone and many more. Next, let's talk about the performance, but firstly, just so you all know that I tested the speaker using the USB input as I wanted to take the advantage of the DAC in the speaker, and guys, I must say that I was blown away by the sonic performance of the Kanto TUK, and it starts with the AMT tweeters as it really delivers incredible sweet high-end frequencies. Now the AMT also works differently from regular tweeter drivers using an accordion style of design. Now the audio is very bright and quite lively and detailed, where in my humble opinion all tweeters should be sounding like this. Now when it comes to the mid-range though, the Kanto TUK crushes it pretty well, where the mid-range is rich, punchy, textured and the frequency separation is just spot on. The vocals feels rich, notably richer for female vocals. And I was also very impressed with the low end because this is the first ever Kanto speaker that I have reviewed, which I have to say sounds really good even without the Kanto Sub 8, as I felt that the low end was just perfect, and it was the first time that I did not have to tweak any EQ on the remote like how I did on previous Kanto speakers. So the overall sound quality was very well defined, engaging without any distortion whatsoever, even on its low end, and it overall performs better than my current Audio Engine A5 Plus in terms of the overall bass response too. Now just for the sake of testing, I've decided to test it with the Sub 8 as well. Now besides just bringing the added low-end sound to the overall equation, it also unlocks the built-in active crossover network, which will further improve the low-end resolution by filtering out frequencies below 80 Hz when connected to a subwoofer. So what it does is that it will send anything below 80 Hz to the subwoofer and anything above 80 Hz to the two Kanto speakers, hence freeing up the Kanto TUK's built-in amplifier to focus solely on the mid-range and the highs, which is similar to adding a sub to a soundbar in your home theater speakers, and that, my friends, is really nice to know. Then there's also the channel swap, which makes the speaker to set up to deliver the stereo experience that the recording engineers intended. So by default, the active speaker is set to the left channel, right? And to make the right speaker to be your active speaker, just press and hold the next track button for 5 seconds on the IR remote. And if you want to switch it back, just press and hold the previous track button for 5 seconds. So once again, with this sub or even without the sub, the soundstage is wide and always had a sense of depth and space. And I'm really impressed with the clarity, the accuracy and also the overall stereo imaging, which is perfect for any situation or any desk setup, studio, a traditional hi-fi listening room or even a TV entertainment setup. And with this, I have to say that this is a very versatile pair of speakers that will deliver excellent audio quality no matter the genre of music that you like to listen to, which I'll leave a list of the exact song that I've tested in the description below for you all to check it out. Now another thing that is worth mentioning is that I really appreciated that the high volume that the speaker gave, because if you really like serious volume, then the TUK can really crank it up if you need to, because it really filled the whole entire studio as though like I had a full range 15-inch speakers. No kidding. While this isn't the best way to hear how it sounds in real life, but here are some sample recordings using a high quality microphone for you to roughly hear how it sounds. Now in summary, the Kanto TUK looks the business and sounds fantastic. And it offers everything that you could possibly want from a very high quality powered bookshelf speakers. It offers versatile plug and play connectivity options, including Bluetooth with aptX, and is perfect for most or almost every environment. Now prior to this, among all the Kanto speakers that I've reviewed, the Kanto YU6 was my pick. But I still felt that the Sub 8 would complement the bass better, so in return, you'll be spending more money on the Sub. So as of now, the Kanto TUK is my current speaker, if not my favorite speaker among all the desktop powered speakers. And I might buy them for myself because it is also for those of you who have deeper pockets because of the price factor, as the Kanto TUK retails at 3,800 ringgit. Well, I guess with great quality comes great price, right? And in case you guys are planning to get it, you can obviously grab them from TechX, so head over to techx.com.my for more information. So what do you think? Which one would you pick? The Kanto TUK over the Kanto YU6 if money wasn't an object? Do let me know in the comment section below and let's discuss it over there.